Hello? Hello?
I'm gonna go ahead and get my hit points back then, if that's all right.
It's not all right. Unacceptable. Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you.
Did we short
Right.
rest?
I long rested.
Yeah, sorry, you can't short rest. You only long rest.
Hell yeah, I will long rest.
Hell yeah. I mean, you can short rest too if you want, and then just pace upsettedly the whole time.
I will long rest on the roof of the tower that we just took, with Rabbit keeping watch over me.
Got it. For a quick remembrance, when last we left off, the helpful soldiers all went and cleared the wall top between you guys and the gatehouse, taking out the Golgari soldiers there fighting along their wall, and they've cleared the way to the main gatehouse itself.
Great.
So you have sort of a secure stretch. Their goal was to stop the artillery emplacements that were firing down into the city, taking revenge on all the killers of their friends who've been shooting at them for days. Tiny small. And you guys rested, which is good. And you are prepared to carry on with Operation Fuck the Enemy, Save the Gatehouse, and also go talk to the Navy. Because that's what we've named the operation. A Windows update is available. Thanks, Windows.
Home?
Home.
Are there rations here for us?
There's rations and such in the building. Looks like the undead didn't eat anything, so its complement of food and such is still there. Sadly, there's no cooks, so you have to cook it yourself. You've already killed the cooks after they died. Kill them again.
Yeah, double dead.
Double dead. Ain't no time for goblin chefs here. Undead ones, as it is. Good. Yeah. So yeah, we'll start off at the end of your long rest. Collective long rest. Oh, doodaloo. Nope.
God damn it. Ow! Ah! Cheers, everyone.
Hell yeah, dude.
Oh, it's gonna be one of those D&Ds.
No, I never drink during D&D.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. After you.
He's the minority that sets the example, I guess.
I got water.
Night's drinking.
I have tea.
Oh, you said you didn't drink.
You drinking tea with rice.
Yeah.
Is that a nice glass of rice tea?
No, it's ginger tea.
Oh.
Rice, no.
Why do I have 70 GP in my hand?
You stealing Nephus's pay? What's wrong with you? Oh, where'd that go?
I guess I'll add it to my total. Oh. Also, there's Chwinga.
Chwinga?
I don't know, dude. You really did something here.
Why do I have a Minotaur?
Things got just sort of tossed out of the way when I was trying to get the maps in place because there's a lot of models scattered about, so they just kind of got flipped off the table.
Chris didn't know what to do, so he pressed every key on his keyboard from left to right.
Miraculously, the table didn't flip.
Hell yeah.
Let's get rid of all these. Thank you. Anything that's a regular bland model can delete because I refreshed all my shit. Don't have to recycle models. Don't need the bone claw anymore. Don't need the ghosts.
Okay, I'll be right back then.
Okay, good luck. Okay, it's up. It's on you guys for plan / prepare to move on the Keeperino. However you want to do that. Don't think we need 700 Legionnaires. I think I have enough of them. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Look at that. Cleaning up after ourselves.
Okay, so we've had our long rest. Everybody else?
Yes.
I'm back.
Ew. I would like to ask you a question, DM, and if a perception check is required, I will do it. I would
love for you to ask me a question.
I would like to determine the situation of the guard while we have been out at rest.
You would like to determine the situation of the guard.
Yes, because they were wanting to deal with things while we were asleep, I believe.
Yeah, so they spent 8 hours fighting. They had a couple other guys come up from other stations, and the Boros Legion has taken effective control of the. Let me just move this map. Hup. Oh, goodbye. Hup. It would be smarter if I moved this one. So I'm going to do that. This could go very terribly. Yep. Oh, it didn't go terribly at all. Look at that. Told you it wouldn't be bad. I don't know why you're worried. Voila.
Panic, it's part of my nature.
Don't panic, Vaszerei.
I'm just a
Okay, I
skittish
got you.
kobold.
I'm just an anger management kobold.
Got a hold of the lighters.
Okay, so if we look at the big city, we can see there's a big old wall, stretch of wall that goes up to the gatehouse, which some idiot decided that he wouldn't put the actual gatehouse tower in when he made the big city map. The section that gets all the way up to the gate has been contested and then taken after, say, about like 4 hours of fighting. It was a fairly major action for the wall top, but luckily because most of it was defended by like artillery crews, the enemy didn't have a chance to really pull together a strong defense. They were pretty arrogant in their assumption that everything would be okay, and the Bone Claw and its denizens were going to keep their flanks secure. So they got completely taken by surprise when, like, an entire wall garrison just comes pouring out the door and starts slashing apart the artillery crews that were basically half asleep on the job. They made a really good distance, and with their shock and awe, they were able to take the wall with wizards. Oh yeah, that's right, because Paelias sallied out with them. So fireballs were getting slung left, right, and center, and he was probably helping keep the momentum flowing. With that, they were able to sally out to the next gatehouse door, and that's where they stopped because they started meeting heavier resistance and basically like a choke point. This choke point of this door was made. That's where the wall to the gatehouse leads.
Well, hopefully we can be that answer.
That is kind of the expectation. The grunts know when the job of the grunts is done, and the job of the foreign mercenary agents comes in.
Yeah, these guys can get a little bit of rest or, fall back just a little bit while we go ahead and start pushing.
They have enough of a like presence at the gate to prevent the enemy from sallying out and doing the exact same thing. They even have like a ballista that's pointed towards the door, but so far, after your guys' long rest is completed, the enemy hasn't tried anything. So that's the report you get, Vaszerei. They also tell you that while they did take casualties, it was light casualties, and the victory was still considered like well in hand. It wasn't Pyrrhic at all. Pyrrhic. It was not that.
No, but this does mean that they're continuing to fortify inside.
Perhaps chance.
It's a choke point, so it's going to be a bitch to get in.
Yeah, it's a big stone door. It's a big heavy door.
But yeah, we should be fine. Well, if nobody has any objections to going to assist the Legion here, I think it's time we go ahead and break open that door and take this gatehouse.
Assist them in taking the gatehouse?
Yes.
Must be done.
I ask whoever looks to be in charge how many entrances the gatehouse has, besides the obvious ones.
The officer in charge tells you that at the wall top there's one entrance to go into the tower, into the spire. Into the tower itself. They have a staircase that leads down to the sort of the keep, and then there's another entrance like on the other side. They also have. He reports to you that they do have artillery doors where there's ballistas that lean out. You can see it poking out here because it's visible. Sort of from the outside, you can see the big, mean old nasty ballista leaning out like that. I don't have the keep here drawn in because it was a pain with the program that I was using, but it's basically a hallway with several ballistae and some like barracks rooms and such like that, where a gatehouse mechanism would be kept. There's a firing platform on the window, and then aside from that, it's all like internal mechanism for the giant door.
Are there any places where a taller than average elf could fit inside?
Inside the...
To gain ingress?
Aside from the door and the artillery windows, no. This does not have an aviary like the other watchtower did that you guys just cleared. or that you guys are sitting in right now. So there's no roof access.
Is the layout at the top of the tower pretty cramped, or is it rather open?
The layout at the top of the tower is rather open. You'll see soon when we get into it, but it's a pretty spacious interior. It's meant for people to be able to push and move like heavy equipment around.
Roger that. I think what Vin is wanting to do is to fly Rabbit up to one of the artillery windows.
Okay.
I informed the party of this plan.
The party is informed.
I start getting on Rabbit.
Looks like you're all good to go.
God damn it.
What?
Sorry, I had to turn around for just a moment.
My king, no, you must not do that.
What was the... I'm so sorry, Vinshenzo. Could you run that last bit by me again?
Vinshenzo declares to the party that he plans to gain ingress to the upper level of the tower by way
Instead
of
of going
the
through the-
artillery windows, by way of Rabbit.
Would you like someone to accompany you?
We're probably going to need to accompany you, yeah.
If you desire.
They would expect attacks coming from this door and most likely have all their defenses here. But if we were to attack from that window, everybody's too busy looking at the door to realize they're getting flanked. So that's very wise. I don't know, we may actually... I don't know, do we think we can all go through the window?
Certainly not at once.
Maybe not at once, but they wouldn't expect an attack, I would say. If it helps, I would like to go in first, and then Vin come in behind me. That way I can be the first in and seeing what the hell is going on in there. I'd rather Vin not get too many injuries.
What if I stay here, go through the door, and create a distraction for you?
That is certainly something that is possible, though do understand the risks.
I thought the door
Thank
was the main point of attack.
This would be the main point of attack. I was just saying, do we want to just try to make a flanking action instead and push our assault from this window?
Vari's saying she would distract them while you go through the window.
This is just more of a matter of if we would all be going by window or if we would be splitting.
Like, no one can decide anything.
Welcome to DnD.
Except for me.
Hey, to be fair, Vin has a great idea, but if he thinks he's fine,
Then he's wrong. Fool.
look, I'm not going to question him. He's capable of crazy-ass things. Like, have you seen the shit he's done?
I have, and I'm excited to see it happen again.
Yeah, if he doesn't need
Is
me, I'm going to be by the main
coming
door.
with me or not?
If you don't need me, I'm not going.
If you wish to accompany me, you are welcome.
Vaszerei only goes places she's needed.
Or wanted.
I will hold here then.
Except for
At
all
the
those
door.
times.
Yeah.
You don't count.
I'll go with you then, just like old times.
That is, of course, if we can't resolve matters diplomatically.
I think we're beyond that. We're in the middle of a full-scale war.
I don't know how much diplomacy you'll be getting, but if you can convince them.
If you don't wish to have them surrender, then very well.
They've made their choice.
We've cut a path thus far. Very well. Vin gets on Rabbit and palms Carlos with one hand and puts him on Rabbit.
Ah! No,
Alley-oop.
not that small.
I cast Reduce on Carlo.
No, now I am.
He's that small.
I put Carlos in my suit jacket pocket.
Yeah.
You'll be safe here.
Hell yeah.
Nobody expects Pocket Carlos.
Sure.
Chill asked some questions. Oh, you got answered. I will fly probably to the nearest window on this side. Which may be this one, or maybe one's over here too. I don't know. On the party's mark.
Yeah. Just give me a.
Or if they want it to be on my mark, that's fine. But I'm a musician. I can improvise.
He can improvise. That. Okay, so you're going to go through one of the windows.
I'm going to go through the one closest to where the party is, which probably means this one, or maybe there's one hidden here that I can't see.
There's one hidden there that you can't see, and I'm going to make it seen right now. So you bloop, go into this room. There's the two ballista are unmanned, but they are up to the windows.
Hell yeah.
Are you going to push right in, or are you going to take a look inside first before you push right in?
I'm going to fly Rabbit directly at the window and then head first dive through the window and somersault to my feet with both hand crossbows drawn.
Wow.
Damn.
Okay.
And then Rabbit will
That's
stop so Carlos can come in too.
That's really cool. Okay, you're going to do that, and you're going to do that into the middle of a bunch of, like, troops that are hanging out. I expect you to
Wait,
to
let
look.
me
but that's
preface
okay.
something first before we continue. I
Totally.
have my standard hand crossbows drawn, not the special ones.
Noted.
Proceed.
Appreciated. Thank you. Okay, so I'll just do. How many are in here? There's this many. Six, 7, 8,
Hell yeah.
and the boss, quote unquote.
Oh yeah.
The underlings are not exactly should that? Oh no, that was the other one. Okay, never mind. It's just this guy. They're all like hanging out.
Ingenoot.
hanging out. They're just
Oh shit, I've had +1
around.
AC this whole time and I haven't been counting it. Okay. Thank you, Carlos.
Yeah. You're welcome.
I forgot about that.
There's a guy standing guard by the door. He's the closest one to you when you jump in so surprisingly. There's another one over here. And these guys are having a chit chat. They're just like gaggling. They're not needed for anything right now, which means they get to not worry about anything. And as you come blasting in, like this dude stumbles back against the wall, drops his weapon in like surprise and shock. The rest of them like kind of turn around and they're not really sure what to expect because you have them effectively dead to rights and they've been caught off guard. And you see this, nobody's trying to hide, so you see that you're in a room of 9 people, and you have the surprise to your advantage to do something before they have a chance to react. If you so wish.
Shall we roll
While they're on the back
initiative?
foot. I would love to roll initiative with you. Let's roll some initiative.
Oh, yes.
Vinshenzo storming the keep and getting into combat? What?
Hold on a sec here. Trust the plan, Dutch. Or
Dutch.
Arthur.
Thanks. Sure thing, Slim. A 22 for... Let me just erase this.
Oh, he got a 22? That'll be
Yeah.
pretty hard to beat.
I'm excited to see if Finn can beat it. Just beat it.
Alright, let's see, in before nat 20. That would be a 11.
Oh, wow, okay.
Not my finest roll.
The Golgari Elite got a 19. Vinshenzo has an 11. And the Golgari soldiers have a 3. They got 2 back feet. Okay, surprise round for Carlos and Vinshenzo.
Hell yeah. Where am I landing here? Which window did we go in from?
Are you
See the
sure
cutoff
you wish
bullet
to
right
enter?
Yeah. Is that where we came in from, right here? Bam.
Vinshenzo cartwheeled and Super James Bonded through that window, yeah.
You may wish
Outstanding.
to wait. I don't know.
Okay. I'll be behind him, going first.
Okay, here's the narrative sequence of events that happens for the sake of your mind's eye, Carlos.
Yeah.
Rabbit is posted up by the window. Vinshenzo artfully leaps off of his steed, somersaulting through the window, rolling onto the ground, bringing up his hand crossbows, entirely taking the room by surprise. They are stunned for the barest instant as Vinshenzo does something next, and you are coiled like a spring, ready to act. I'm sure.
Yes.
Hell yeah. First things first, I would like to give Carlos a wink and a nod and
All right.
give him undeniable and full control of Rabbit.
Undeniable. Wow.
Unless I
Oh,
deny it.
All it took was a nod and a wink.
And then I will jump into the room, And I'll roll acrobatics if you want me to.
Sure, yeah.
Itch.
Roll me acrobatics. See how fantastically you do this.
Yeah. One sec. My acrobatics is a measly plus 16, so that is a 25 acrobatics.
Wow, quelle surprise that you got a 25. Awesome. Okay, you executed the maneuver perfectly.
Hell yeah. And then I will do all that, and then I will feign complete shock and terror as I bring my hand crossbows up and say, "Oh, ye gods, I appear to be outnumbered." And I will drop my crossbows where I stand, and in the motion of dropping the crossbows, I will do the somatic components for mislead.
Oh, would you like to explain to the audience and the DM what you might do?
You become invisible at the same time that an illusory double of you appears where you are standing. The double lasts for a duration, which is 1 hour, but the invisibility ends if you attack or cast a spell. You can use your action to move your illusory double up to twice your speed and make it gesture, speak, and behave in whatever way you choose. You can see through its eyes and hear through its ears if you are located where it is. On each of your turns as a bonus action, you can switch from using its senses and your own or back again. While you are using its senses, you are blinded and deafened in regard to your own surroundings.
Can it be touched by people, or is it like if somebody touches it, what happens?
It doesn't say, but I would assume it has the same rules as a typical illusion, where once you start messing with it, you find out that it's an illusion. Like if you touch it, you can tell it's an illusion.
Yeah. So the reason I ask,
if you are to look at it, I think it takes an investigation check against spell save.
Okay, I'll let Carlos react, given that we're surprised here, and he has a chance to do something before the guards get their wits together.
I'm not finished.
Oh, you're not finished. Okay, my bad. Ooh.
Okay, this is my double.
It's amazing. I need a drink for this.
Hold on.
I planned minorly for a little bit of shenanigans, and I feel like I've actually done a good job this time because I didn't think you'd do that.
How do I get it to be okay? Whatever, doesn't matter. Okay. I'm going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and I would like to... Oh, wait. Where was I? I was here? Hold on. Let me do this right. I'm sorry. God. My double is so fat. Alright. Is that what I really look like? Alright. 5... Oh, no, I gotta go. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30... 35, I'm going to stand in this window. And I'm going to leave my double where he's standing with his hands up, pleading for mercy. And I'm going to, before I did all that, I'm going to give Carlos Santiago Bardic Inspiration. I'd have whispered to him, best of luck, old friend.
Wow, that's helpful.
It inspired you. Shut up.
Ah,
And I will end my turn there.
Okay, Carlos, give me 2 seconds.
okay.
So I've used a 5th level spell. It is recorded.
Okay, go. Get out of my fucking seat, dude. Cat.
Let me get this straight.
Yeah.
So Vinshenzo jumped in, used his body double magic, then had
not in a wink.
and then the body double started pleading for his life.
Immediately surrendered, like dropped his weapons, surrendered, and basically, yeah, is at the mercy
And
of
is, like holding his hands up,
yeah.
surrendering.
Yeah.
I wish I knew what the fuck he was planning. Because I don't want to fuck up his plan.
I wish you did too. But you know what? This makes it so much more entertaining, and I love it.
All right.
I'm in character.
Yeah, I know. But as a player, I don't know what you expect me to do.
As a player, you
That
can't
means
be
he's
mad
doing
at
it
me
right.
either.
This is
What?
Vinshenzo. He did it exactly right.
As a player, you cannot be mad at me legally.
Legally.
I'm sorry.
You know what? I'm gonna use my Earring of Message. Can I use that as like a free action or?
Good question. I think it's casting the message spell, so it might be an action.
The earring of message.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I didn't
I had to think for a
realize.
second if that was like a weird one or if it was the standard one.
Yeah,
You can use an action to expend 1 charge and cast the message spell. I forgot that you guys all had Bluetooth earbuds.
Yeah, we're special like that.
It's from Critical Role. I didn't realize that. Hell yeah. Big ups Critical Role. Matt Mercer. Remember him?
Thanks, Matt Mercer.
I don't know anybody else.
All right.
Matt Mercer is entirely a neutral human. Critical Role is shit.
What?
But yeah, we had a. We took a rest before, didn't we, or did we not?
A lot.
Some of us did.
Yeah, there was a long rest.
I took
Yeah.
a long rest.
I just wanted to make
Everybody
sure.
has taken it. Yeah, they have all done so.
Can I just
even
verify?
Paelias. Yes.
Jeez.
You've verified it multiple times already.
No.
We
was
did.
Not only is it
blue-
verified, it's got a blue check mark on it. Okay.
Carlos
Even the
was
point
counting his
if no one
pennies.
pays attention to anything.
Yeah.
Oof. You rested.
All right. So I'm going to use my Earring of Message, and I'm going to send a message to Vinshenzo. And I'm going to ask him... What? What part in this plan do I have? I don't want to screw up your schemes. Shall I attack or hold off?
Let's see. How would Vinshenzo respond?
Probably ambiguously.
If
Everyone
you
has
say
their part to
so.
play, Mr.
No,
Carlos.
no.
Who's Vinshenzo now?
Ah,
I'm going to say They are all but rats coming forward to your trap. Ripe for the slaughter, Mr. Carlos.
God, I wish I had a fireball right now.
You and ingrate. I don't say that.
Hmm. Okay.
I feel that's fairly
I-
obvious.
Yeah, sure. So I'm going to jump onto the wall using my magic slippers, and I'm going to have Rabbit fly away a bit so she's not in danger.
Oh.
And then I'm gonna like hang out like right outside the window, like clinging on the outside of it, because I can do that with my slipper.
Oh.
And then, do you want me to roll stealth to hide, or am I? Because I feel like I'm out of line of sight, but I can roll anyway if you want me to.
You're out of line of sight on the other side of a thick wall. So just proceed, and I'll let you know when I want you to.
He's
Or
gonna
when-
roll
okay, when I
like a
want you to start worrying about
37
it.
anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah,
had
I
my
know.
turn.
Perfect.
I
okay.
used my actions, so I can't really. Yeah. But I have an idea. I have a plan now.
He's got a plan. Well,
Wait.
given that
You're
you have a plan, what?
I need to look up something real fast because I'm not sure if this is exactly what it said in the notes or if I just shorthanded it.
Yeah. I do that sometimes and then I hate myself for it later.
I guess we'll find
So
out.
that's what it says. So, Rogue's Mantle, it says you can cast the antagonized spell from the mantle once the mantle has been cast. It can't cast the spell again until the next dawn. It doesn't specify if I need to use any kind of action for that. What do you say as DM? Since it's a spell, do I need to use an action? Because usually it'll say, like, as an action, you know what I mean? So I just want to...
I agree with you.
However you feel. I mean, you know.
This is the
Yeah.
move in shadows.
That's the willful enmity.
You can cast the antagonized spell from the. Antagonize is one action.
Okay. You got it. Alright, I have my turn.
Because I've seen it, I'm just going to say it out loud. Once the mantle has cast the spell, it cannot cast the spell again until the next dawn.
Yes.
Okay. Oh,
time is it?
man. It's nighttime.
Okay.
It's
Hell yeah.
perpetual nighttime. There is no
Hell
dawn.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
nighttime.
Hell yeah! Is there something I can help you with?
You can die.
Do you need assistance?
The directions to your mom's house.
Yeah.
No.
Nah, I was there last night.
Do you know the directions to my mom's house?
What?
Can you go lie down, please? Thank you. Somebody was trying to climb up into my chair, and they were definitely like 80 pounds heavier than the chair would allow it to be. Okay, so you've ended your turn.
Why is Peter Montfort here? Get him.
What's Peter Montfort up to? He's somewhere
Chris
in the city.
fucked up
We don't
the
know
whole
where.
table.
Yeah, I just started sweeping my hands left and right like a cat, batting at things on the dining table, and just
Oh,
chucked everything
this
everywhere.
is Rabbit, by the way. This is old. This is old Rabbit.
Oh, sorry, I just
Rabbit.
found it.
That's fine. This has like all the stats and stuff in the text box.
I love that.
You're
Okay,
welcome.
so for the moment, what's going to happen, and this is important for Vin,
Okay.
the guy here is going to rush over 10, 20, 25, 30. He's going to move over yelling at these guys to seize him. They're gonna move up, drawing their blades. They're gonna move towards you, and they're going to attempt to seize the illusion and arrest him. And as they're moving, and as he's moving, he calls to another guard, like one of his lackeys over here, and he's, "Summon the equipment! Tell him we have a prisoner!" So these two go rushing off through this door. Just gonna do that. Because I know it states in Mislead that you can like control its actions.
Yeah.
I would like to know, given that these guys are moving to physically restrain what they think is a real person, Helmst are you as the body double thing going to react to that?
So I'm not sure if I can do that. If you want to say I can as DM, I'll accept it, obviously, but making the double move around is a bonus action.
Yeah.
So I think it would have to be on, I'd have to wait for my turn. Because I don't think...
Given that we're not actively like doing combat stuff, because I have the assumption that you're not going to do anything that's fighting in the next 6 seconds, right? You're going to see how the cards lie.
Yeah.
See what happens. So I'm willing to continue this outside of a combat setting in terms of the 6 second each person reacts one at a time.
Okay.
Time span. If Carlos, I don't know what your intentions are, but I have the sinking suspicion that you're also wait for a perfect opportunity to break an egg.
Yeah.
So for that instant, I'm happy moving outside of combat time because it allows you guys, which are focusing on the situation, to react as things are happening because you're both watching and seeing what these guys are doing. So they'll do their thing and you can move concurrently up until a point where it gets violently or otherwise confrontational, or until you guys decide that you're going to initiate something, or obviously there's like a noticeable fuck up, like Carlos gets seen, like that would ever happen, or Vinshenzo slips on a banana peel and loses concentration or something.
Oh,
Wrecked.
who put that banana peel there?
Why is there a banana peel?
Tell down a minute.
So yeah.
So, did Vinshenzo ever answer your question about what he is going to do if they try to touch him?
He has not yet, because we've only just established that he doesn't have to wait for bonus action on his turn to react.
I want to know about that before I say what I want to do.
How high is the ceiling?
Ceiling's 10 feet high.
I would
The
like,
ceiling is 20 feet high.
as they reach out for Vinshenzo, I would like him to slowly levitate into the air and then start standing and walking on the ceiling.
Okay. As he does that, I assume he does that like just before they have a chance to reach, and like they start speeding up and trying to grab at your body double. As they do that, they're like frantically reaching out with one hand, and then somebody drops his sword and he like jumps up to try and grab you. And as all this is happening, the captain, or sorry, the elite warrior, he pulls out his hand crossbow.
Hell yeah.
And he calls up at the body double. "You're surrounded! Come down peaceably and maybe you won't die slow. Otherwise I'll shoot you up there like the pincushion you are."
I have a question, DM.
Yeah.
Illusory Vinshenzo has his instruments. Can illusory Vinshenzo play music? It says
Move, make a gesture, speak, and behave in whatever way you choose. It's a body double, which means it has all of your stuff.
1-to-1.
So, yeah. So I could see it pulling out. I could see it pulling out equipment, but because it can only speak as sounds. Actually, let me put it to you this way.
Damn.
This is going to be my ruling. Okay. It can play sounds from its instruments, but you cannot cast spells or anything.
I'll take it.
It can just play music. So like whatever it does cannot be considered like an ability roll or anything either. Like you cannot try and charm people with your body double. Your body double does not have that. So it's basically just like a gramophone. If that makes sense.
Deal. I accept the terms.
D.
Big thumbs up directed at the computer screen.
Vinshenzo will skip along the ceiling, and remember I get double my movement speed as the illusory double. Playing music on his lute. Past all the cards.
And you're just skipping along
10,
the ceiling.
15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80.
God damn. Okay, they're all gonna basically as you're doing that, they're all gonna
Whoa.
fiddle around and
Hold on, they got 80 movement speed?
no, I'm just moving the collective there.
Okay.
Remember, we're not in combat. Obviously, you are
right, okay.
outpacing them. They're the whole point is they're narratively squabbling behind you. This guy, the elite guy, he's screaming at them the whole time. Get a ladder! Somebody get a stick! Get him down from there, you imbecile! Seize him!
You look like a fool.
That's it. Wait until the Inquisitor hears about your feckless meandering!
I'm sorry, I gotta break the rule.
You're making us look like fools. He's getting away with it. Hell yeah.
I'm breaking
the
the
rule.
rule.
He's fucking doing it. Hell yeah. This is exactly the shit Vinshenzo does.
He's no longer the fiddler on the roof, he's the fiddler on the ceiling.
And I'll basically do that until Carlos is satisfied with whatever opening he's waiting for.
Okay, so basically, at this point in time, Carlos, you see the whole bunch of guards are chasing the body double around the ceiling. They're running after him like idiots, and the officer is just screaming at them the whole time. I'll give you a second to figure out what's happening. And do
All right. So.
Oh, wait, can I do something else?
Yeah.
Well, let's give Carlos a chance to respond to the circus
that
you're
was my
performing.
bonus action.
Okay.
I would like to sneak over here
Oh, right. Sorry. What does the real Vinshenzo do? That's
and
correct.
lock this door, if possible.
Oh. Okay. You lock the door. Are you going to try and do it stealthily?
Yes.
Just roll me a stealth to lock the door. Actually, sleight of hand to lock the door stealthily.
Roger that. Oh, yeah. Please. Oh. And we're not getting very lucky today. That's an 11 for sleight of hand. But remember, there's
Understood.
music being played.
I will keep that in mind. That's
nat
the thing that
one.
I was looking. You nat
Did you
one.
just say nat 1?
Yeah, I have plus 10 to sleight of hand.
Okay, so as the fools are chasing, the idiots are chasing the.
And I would creep away back to my perch or this perch as soon as I'm able.
Okay, as the body double is being chased by the guards, I'm just gonna put them all underneath him.
I used a
the
little
sake of-
5 feet more than half my movement speed to do that.
Hell yeah. This guy here, He hears the clack of the lock, and he comes like moving over, like, huh? And he comes moving over here. And he sees what's happened, and he is going to turn and make a wisdom, whatever, to discern the reality of your body double on the ceiling. He's going to scrutinize it.
Okay.
And that
scrutinizing me, or he's scrutinizing the body double?
he's doing the thing. You said that like so they can look at it, or
Sure.
what did you say about it to see whether or not it was fake?
So, if he's
Investigation,
trying to investigate the body double, keep in mind how far away he is. But it's an
I'm keeping that in mind.
investigation check against my spell save DC.
Hell yeah! So he's gonna do that because he's like, huh? What's going on?
Okay.
This isn't your average grunt. This is a guy who earned his position. So what's your spell save DC?
18.
18. He's got his work cut out for him. Let's see what. Investigation plus that. Okay.
Hell
I'll try the
yeah.
shaman. 6 plus 4 is 10. So he does not. He's just entirely puzzled, but he goes and he. Oh, sorry, that's you. He's going to move to unlock the door. Given that you are invisible, he cannot see you, but I think he can bump into you.
I don't know. If we're not in combat time, I guess I would.
You can react to him in real time. You
I
have
guess
that
I
ability.
would disengage.
Yeah. Okay. He's gonna go here. He's gonna unlock the door. He's gonna open the door. He's gonna move into the next room to see what the hell's going on. You see. Oh, you see too
Can
much.
I run up to the door, slam it shut, and lock it again?
Yes.
It's haunted.
Yes.
I will do that.
Okay.
Also, maybe we should flip back to the other party.
I'd like to hear what Carlos is doing, and then we're gonna flip to the other party
Okay.
because we
I'm sorry
We still
for
need to do the
taking
second half
so
of
much
this.
spotlight.
Okay.
a good intro.
As soon as the door slams, Carlos is going to use Antagonize on this soldier.
All right. And I had it open, and then I probably closed it again.
I have the Antagonize spell over here if you need to read it.
Oh, that's so convenient.
What a nice guy.
And whisper magical words that antagonize one creature of your choice within range. Target must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, takes 4d4 psychic damage. Must reaction attack against a creature of your choice. If the target can't make this attack, it instead has disadvantage on a roll. Okay.
So yeah, he's going to attack this one, the guy next to him, if it succeeds.
All
DC
right.
15.
And he's making a wisdom saving throw on DC 15.
Yep.
Now I have to make sure. Does not say he is being charmed. So,
Nope,
that
he's not
means-
charmed. He just attacks.
given that it is an elf kind.
Oh, they're all elves?
Well, yeah, they're
Okay.
basically all dark elves. So they've saving throws against being charmed, but it didn't say he's being charmed. That's why I wanted to double check.
Yeah.
Wisdom saving throw. That is an 8.
Nice. He takes 9 psychic damage and then attacks his friend next to him.
9 psychic damage. Roger that. That is
The haunting of the gatehouse.
The haunting of the gatehouse.
He will.
Okay, there it is. Sorry.
Gonna like turn around and he's gonna go. "Ah!" And he's gonna look for the source of what might have messed with him, and
He
he's
turns
gonna.
around if he attacked somebody.
Well, he's like wildly, not just like turns around as in like, you know, he swung his sword, like obviously something happened to compel him to do that. So he's like looking around wildly to see what might have messed with his head.
Okay.
He's gonna roll a perception check, and he's gonna get 3.
Yeah, I don't even need to roll against that.
His passive is 12, but I don't think that matters either.
My minimum is 21, so
Yeah, so he doesn't see you, but he's gonna scream out, "Tricks! Sorcery! Something's afoot!" And now there's just all of the guys in the room are just fucking confused.
Vinshenzo will mutter to himself, "Oh, keen one, that one."
And we'll switch over to the other half of the party, the group waiting at the door.
Hell yeah.
Oh, right. Serious
That's
time.
some amazing little music.
What
What is that song?
I broke my one rule.
But what is that song?
I played Baldur's Gate 3 music.
It's
in
BG.
Oh.
in D&D. I promised tonight I would never do that.
You fucked up. The bond is broken. You've lied to me.
The bond. I guess I'm in friend group 2 now.
Damn.
I'm not even in the letter system anymore.
He's so far gone.
Does the lower party hear the music?
Vaszerei probably doesn't because, you know,
Oh,
perception.
Oh, shit.
That was kind of mean.
What? It's not mean. Oh, 23. Oh no, it's Vari.
Hell yeah.
Vari definitely hears the music.
hell
10
yeah.
passive perception.
I mean, that's
Vaszerei
average
does not hear
human.
music. Yeah, exactly. Just you guys are above average. I'm sure Chill knows exactly what his numbers are.
19.
I'm on
Yeah,
the
so-
spectrum.
Paelias and Vari know above average. Know that there is like they can hear fiddle music or whatever you're playing. What's your instrument? Is it a fiddle?
Lute.
It's a lute. They hear the strumming of a lute.
Actually, it would be
Oh.
the. Oh no, I can't use it for spells. So yeah, I would use the lute. Yeah.
Yeah. So they can hear the sound of a lute coming out of the windows that are quite close enough to them for them to hear above the whistling of the wind at a higher altitude. You basically you guys are on a mountaintop in terms of like height, an oceanside mountaintop. For like auditory ambience, but they're able to catch the sound of the lute.
Oh shit.
And Paelias and Vaszerei
What
and
the-
Vari are able to choose how they might act.
I'm sorry.
Well, since no one ever really responded to Vari and then half the party ran off and started playing music, she's gonna assume they're fine and just wait over here and turn invisible.
Hell yeah. Continue waiting.
I will manifest mind. Haven't done that in
Oh.
a bit. I will send my spellbook on a scouting mission this way.
Okay, you notice there's a window
It will look through the window and communicate to me what it sees.
It sees. There he is. Shit, where'd he go? I just chucked him and now I lost. Oh, there he is. Okay. This man sitting in a chair, sitting in a chair at a desk, writing a report. You can see that Boros Legion banners paraphernalia have been torn down from the walls. There's like banners hanging in heaps in the corner. You can see that the room itself is dark, which is unsurprising given the fact that it is dark out. However, most places they at least have torchlight or something. This man is writing in a journal in complete darkness. You can see a stack of a couple other leather-bound books. There's a bit of a, I don't know if you can smell through the manifest mind, but I'm going to assume you can. There's a bit of a scent of mold and mildew.
I don't share the senses.
Oh, never mind. You don't smell shit.
It telepathically shares with me what it sees and hears. No action required.
Deadly. So you can see and hear this man scribbling at a journal. It is dressed in a Golgari uniform, which is the beetle black cloak, that kind of iridescent black cloak with a chitinous breastplate. And then just leather pants and gloves. As he is scribbling his notes, two guards burst in and say, my lord, we have an intruder. He's in the artillery room. He's causing a ruckus." And the Inquisitor looks at them quite miffed, closes his book dramatically with a big thump of a thick book. Oh, in case anyone was paying attention at the window, is he like this, or is it like farther thing? Because that kind of matters.
What, the position of the mind, or?
Yeah, given the fact that it produces the dim light.
It will be hanging at that corner, peeking in.
Okay.
Basically.
What's the level of spell of Manifest Mind?
It is not a spell. It is a ability.
Can it be dispelled?
Yes.
Okay, so the Inquisitor's gonna get up, walk around, like to follow the guards out as he's listening to their bitching. He's gonna turn, lock eyes with the manifested mind, raise a clawed finger at it, and then he snaps his fingers and use connection with the mind. The last thing you hear is him like placating his guards as he's doing this. He says, "Yes. Something more is afoot. Prepare the garrison." Snap.
All right. I will walk over next to Cthulhu. Grab her by the shoulder. Not Cthulhu, fucking Vaszerei.
I'm not a highborn. I'm not as cool as Cthulhu, okay?
Wow.
Then I would go, "Let's go," and I will dimension door us into this room.
Oh, shit.
Not Vari?
Oh, fuck. Could Vari be found?
I can only take one person, and I trust the actual fighter over the
sneaky monk that is probably waiting for people to show up.
Oh my
say.
goodness.
Where the Vazerei's just kind of like, wait, what the fuck?
Okay, just give me a second. We're gonna treat that as
what the fuck?
We're gonna pause for a moment. I need to know what
hell?
happens in this room as you guys are doing that, specifically because the possibility of combat is imminent. So I need to know just quickly what Vinshenzo and Carlos are up to. We're not going to do like a long turn here, but how are you guys proceeding forward?
Who, me?
Yes, you and Carlos.
If it's going to me, I'm going to take a single ball bearing out of my suit jacket pocket, or I'm actually going to take several.
Oh.
Put as many as I can in the keyhole of this door, and then raise my foot up and jam my heel into the keyhole to shove as many of them in as I can.
Fuck yeah. Awesome. I love it.
Sure, that's pretty unique.
Pretty good. I've never heard of somebody disabling a lock like that, and I'm all...
It makes sense, though.
It really does. Carlos, what are you up to?
How many
what are
ball
the
bearings
soldiers?
does that take? Sorry.
How big is a ball bearing?
I don't know.
Roughly.
It just says ball bearing bag.
Okay, we'll say it takes a half dozen. You can fit a half dozen in there.
Okay.
Isn't the bag like 1,000?
Yeah. I'm tracking them.
Okay. Yeah, it's like whatever.
The internal mechanism of a lock.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, like, it didn't really use any.
I'm tracking
even use
them,
1%.
Carlos. Shut up.
994, okay?
And then I will move over here again. And I'll hide.
What are the soldiers doing right now?
This guy, they're now like, they've stopped and they're looking around after their comrade like repeated the same phrase a couple of times, and now they're looking out the windows. They're trying to get a stick or something like that. As you're, they're kind of spreading out, trying to figure out what's going on. And they're about to get the idea to shoot at the thing that's on the ceiling, and you see one of them is like, he puts his sword away, he pulls out a hand crossbow.
Which one?
And he loads a bolt as he's looking up at the ceiling.
Which one?
This guy.
Okay. I would like to, from the window, fire my crossbow at him before he can fire.
Alright, roll the attack.
Okay. Do I have advantage?
Yes, you're an unseen attacker at this point.
Hell yeah. Okay, so that is 23 to hit.
23 hits.
Hell yeah, dude. Okay, he takes 41 damage.
41. Okay, so here's what's happened, Carlos. As he loads the bolt into the thing, he puts the tension on it, and as he raises and straightens his arm to shoot up at the ceiling, your bolt transfixes his throat, and he just topples, wordlessly.
So I'm also using the Starshot crossbow, so it's
good.
It's using like the magic shot, so it like vanishes once it like hits the target.
Remembering that you're in a dark room too, so there's just like a pulse of light that like arcs across the room briefly, and he falls backwards. And as soon as he hits his dead hand, triggers the crossbow, and a crossbow goes skittering across the room, kind of thing like that.
And then I'm going to use bonus action hide.
Bonus action hide, minimum of a 21.
Yep. So that is 24 to stealth.
24. Okay, I have that. So many pages of notes where it just has Carlos Stealth 24, 28 bajillion interspersed throughout my notes.
Hell yeah.
It's been tracked. Okie dokie. So that happens, and then we're gonna get Paelias and Vaszerei. You've dimension doored in. We're gonna roll initiative, add it to this list. For the sake of it, I'm gonna keep the numbers separate a little bit until such time as those two figure out this combat going. And you will have a surprise round because you're being dimension doored. 17, and I'll
Holy
get this
shit.
guy out.
I'm gonna roll for initiative tonight.
I should hope you will. That's plus that. Okay. And he's got 2 guards. $15, 14, alright. So Paelias is 17. Is 10, I said? Did he get? Yeah, 13, and then the guards are already on the list, so. Oh, Vaszerei, right. So it goes Paelias, and then Vaszerei. Who's at 14? That's pretty lucky. So no matter what, you two are going before he does. Okay, so you Dimension Dorian ready for action. I'm just gonna move you real quick, Vaszerei. You catch him. Like the door is open, he's on his way out, and you catch him. You just pop into the room. And you have the chance to act as he's in the process of turning around to go, oh shit, someone's there.
Meanwhile, Vaszerei's just kind of like, oh shit, there's somebody in front of me. What the fuck?
Yeah.
I will cast if I'm first.
You are first.
Initiative. Okay. I will cast Vortex Warp.
It's a surprise
Targeting
round.
the
though.
Inquisitor.
Hell yeah. Okay.
A DC 20 Constitution save, please.
Constitution. Okay. This is the first time you fought someone like this, so we'll see what happens.
Never mind.
Oh.
I forgot. I can't do it the way I wanted. I wanted to teleport him out the window. But Vortex Warp specifically states it has to be in a liquid or on a surface. That case,
You can't
Should I
teleport an
post that,
unwilling
Kardoc?
creature.
Yes.
Oh no.
okay, I will cast the 5th level spell Telekinesis instead.
You're just gonna yeet him through the bars out the window?
Yes, well, I'm gonna attempt to.
Alright.
Which is a strength check versus my spellcasting ability check.
Okay. I'm going to say this. Those bars were built in such a manner that small and medium creatures cannot fit through. I'm not saying that you can't do that. I'm just pointing out that he cannot physically be squeezed through those bars.
Well, then I'll just restrain him.
No. The reason why I'm telling you that is if you want to go through it, he will fly at the bars with the velocity required to move him as far as you're going to make him go, which I will count as falling damage. Because
I was only going to move him like 30 feet, because that's, I believe, how much it lets me move someone. But
Okay,
I
I'm just
also
saying
can
the
just
word.
telekinetically restrain them, so
Hell yeah. All right. What's he got to roll to not be restrained?
a strength check. So
A
just,
strength check.
yes, strength modifier, roll plus strength modifier, and
Oh,
he
yeah.
has to beat a 22.
Oh, you've chosen well, sir. You know who you're fighting. 18 plus 1 is 19, which is not a 22.
Yes.
Yes, he says.
I lift him 5 feet in the air, and then I just hold him there in the doorway.
Hell yeah. All right. That makes it Vaszerei's turn.
Okay, so there is this Inquisitor in front of me. Is that correct?
The room is how you see it.
Shit.
Oh, sorry, you said he's 5 feet in the air, so he's like bumped and he's slightly, and he's hovering 5 feet up. This is also a 20-foot tall ceiling, FYI.
So the Inquisitor needs to die. So she is going to go into a bit of a hover here to get into range. And is going to draw her sword and shield. The sword flying into her hand. And she is going to proceed to stab this man 3 times. Do I have advantage because they are out of control?
I forget what the
It's a good question.
D&D condition. Restrained. Their speed is 0. Attack rolls against them have advantage. They have disadvantage, and they have disadvantage on dex save.
Oh wow, it actually spelled it correctly. That's amazing.
So they're considered
Hell
restrained.
yeah.
Yes, so you have advantage against.
Cool. I'm going to make 3 strikes.
Hell yeah.
That is very likely a hit. Does a 24 hit?
24 hits.
Second strike. Ooh, that's bad. Sorry, hang on just a sec. Goddamn distractions. 13. Probably doesn't hit.
13 does not hit.
I'm not entirely surprised. That was barely a fucking roll.
Roll again.
No, it's fine. 17.
17 hits.
So yeah, 2 hits. Does he have any resistances to piercing or cold?
Just roll your damage as normal.
Ooh.
Swords.
26 damage total.
Nice. Okay, that's been put
She is
down.
currently in a hover, flapping her wings to allow her to strike at this one. And with that, that is the end of her turn. She does nothing else.
All right, so we're gonna. That was a surprise round, which brings us into the regular turn order, which goes Carlos, Golgari Elite, which we're ignoring. Sorry. And then Paelias, and then Vaszerei again. So you guys get another entire turn set before it's the Inquisitor and his guards.
Yeah, firebolt at the floating Inquisitor.
Okay.
That is a
Hell yeah.
natural 20.
Hell yeah. Too bad spells can't critically hit.
Oh, if they make an attack roll, they can.
Oh, right. There's a damage versus an attack roll. Yeah, you're right.
Womp womp.
That is 14 times 2 for 28 fire damage.
28 fire damage. Always got to show up Vaszerei on the damage side.
I mean, it's not hard.
Damn.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. I'm not looking to do big damage.
You're a rogue. Shut up. Fucker.
What?
And that
Who's
will be
fighting?
my turn. I will
I'm
leave,
talking about
leave it to
you,
Vaszerei.
dude.
Fuck you. I always do big damage.
Big money, big women, big fun.
Yeah.
Um,
dude.
What the-
Oh yeah, that makes it Vazerei's turn if Paelias has ended his turn.
Indeed.
Just remember, Vaszerei, she ain't 280. She ain't a lady.
Do I still have advantage on this one?
Wow.
Yes.
He is still restrained. Yep.
And
Oh,
they are still
wait.
alive.
I
Wait.
double checked.
Oh, he might not be.
No, he is not restrained anymore. He falls to the ground.
Oh, he fell to the ground. He is on his feet. He is entirely capable of defending himself. You don't have advantage.
I land on the ground and begin stabbing at him. I'm going to roll 3 die.
Hell yeah.
That's
That's
a
a nat
crit.
20. And probably all
Does
hit.
a 19 hit.
19 hits.
All 3.
Hell yeah.
One being a
Hell
crit.
Yeah. Big ups.
Give me some numbers.
Do you double the damage, or do you roll 2 separate dice?
For the critical hit, you double the amount of you double the number that your dice rolled. So whatever your dice roll is, you double that.
Crit going first, then.
Yeah.
So that's 10 damage, so that would be 20 damage for the crit.
Okay. I'm thinking of that, but still give me the total, including the 20. Thank you for telling me what the
Okay.
crit amount was.
So looking like 39 damage total?
Oh.
Nice. That's almost a Carlos roll.
Hell yeah, dude.
Straight up like this guy
Hello,
just
one.
lands, and she just starts stabbing the shit out of it.
Proud of you.
Damn this Inquisitor.
What the?
Ugh. I like it. Okay, that's been recorded. That makes it the Inquisitor's turn if that's the end of your turn.
That is the end of her turn.
Okay. Okay, so it being the Inquisitor is going to cast darkness
Well,
in the center of the room.
I counterspell.
You motherfucker.
I think that automatically passes. I don't think darkness is enough for it to be a check.
Unless it's upcasted beyond 3rd level, then yeah, it's automatically negated. Unless he counterspells my counterspell.
He does not, but he offers you a wicked grin, disengaging and moving 5, 10, 15,
whoa.
20. Where's his movement? Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20.
Wait, he
25,
can
30.
disengage after casting a spell?
Yes. I have looked.
What an asshole.
I have to look at his rules. And he's gonna bounce back, and as he's backing up, he's not like turning and fleeing. He's actually backing up at speed, and he says, "Ah, finally a challenge!" As he retreats into the next room. After him,
You do know you just given me an entire room to fireball, dumbass.
actually,
Hell
he's
yeah.
given himself an entire room, but that's okay. As he backs up, these 2 soldiers, I'm just gonna make him appropriate. Put them on the grid. These two guys, this one is also going to cast Darkness. But before he does that, you both get fairy fired by the second Golgari. And I'm going to double check fairy fire to make sure I don't mess it up, but I think it's
a deck save.
It is.
I think so too, which is why I got to double check and see what his save is. Yeah. Both of you need to get a dexterity saving throw going.
So I'm freaking good.
Not a whole lot.
Freaking good, huh?
So that is a 13 from me.
Both of you are fine, but you are in darkness. The darkness is centered here. Here at the door, so it's 15 feet, I believe, radius. Which means you cannot see into the room. So I'm gonna just want these two guys.
Unfortunately, I do not need to see to do the thing I will do as soon as it's my turn.
You don't know those two guys are there. I need to know those two guys are there. I don't know how to do both at the same time, so we'll just do it like that. Just remember, they're not seen. So that brings us Vin and Carlos. You hear the sounds of combat within the tower. So we're gonna bounce up to the top, which ends up having Carlos at the top of the
So
combat.
this guy's dead, right?
He's dead. Sorry, I forgot to tip him
Damn.
over.
It really do be like that.
Do you be like that sometimes?
Sorry.
Well done.
All right, so what's going on up here? How are they reacting?
They haven't had a chance to react yet. You are highest on initiative. Oh, you mean this guy dying?
Yeah.
What I'm going to state is that what you were doing happened at the same time as what they were doing.
So basically, there was just chaos happening, and
yeah, basically, because you guys had done a thing, but I wanted to know what you were doing before that combat happened.
Mhm.
They happened at the same time. So you shot that guy, he died, and at the same time as that was going, this happened here. So these guys are like, they're like, huh, what? And now you get to bounce around and do shit.
okay, so it's my
Regular
turn.
combat. Yeah, everybody's on high alert. There's no surprise rounds. It's the garrison is understanding that it's under attack.
And I'm hidden.
And you're hidden with a 24 stealth until you decide to start moving around. You gotta
Okay.
Hell yeah.
So I'm going to. I'm gonna shoot this guy next.
Gotcha.
Useless. Oh, big money. All right, so that is a 26 to hit.
26 to hit hits.
First time I've ever rolled a 10 on a bardic inspiration. Hell yeah. Here you go.
Thank you, sir.
All right, he takes 40 damage.
Another shot to the heart, and it's too late.
All right. And then I'm going to bonus action hide, and I'm going to move, so I'm going to reroll my stealth.
Hell yeah.
So that is a 22 for stealth. And then basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over the window and come over to the other side. So that's like 5, 10, 15 feet of movement, 20 feet, 25. I'm going to do the same thing to this window, 30, 35, 40. I'm going to end my turn here, basically looking in from this way now. Because I'm going to assume now that they notice, they kind of like the first shot probably made them go like, wait, what? They're probably going to see the second shot, run over to the window, and they expect to find somebody there. That's what's going on in my mind, but I am my turn.
Understood.
Kind of like how, a sniper in a rainstorm gets one shot for free because everyone's looking down. Except they're all looking up because Vinshenzo.
Hell yeah.
That makes sense. They're trying to figure out what the hell is going on. And there's only
Vinshenzo
one.
is my rainstorm.
He's your evident, obvious antagonist. That's the name. Hell yeah. So that's the elite's turn, of which there might be others. You hear a banging at the door, Shenzo.
Hell yeah.
And Carlos, and you hear the sound of somebody attempting to insert a key into a lock that no longer functions, and shouting. It is Paelias' turn.
Vinshenzo will say, or his illusion will say, "Who is it?"
Housekeeping!
Just exaggeratingly, like putting a hand to an ear and leaning towards the door.
While upside down on the ceiling.
While
Who
playing
is
an
it?
instrument.
Hell yeah.
Oh, I love it.
Hell yeah.
Alright, well, I will cast the 5th level spell, Synaptic Static. Because I don't actually need to see the point in range. I just need to pick a point in range. And I picked the room that I know was there beforehand.
Hey, pick the room,
yeah.
all of it.
So that's DC 20 intelligence save from all of them, I guess, if they're still in that square.
A DC 20
Intelligence save.
intelligence. Oh shit. You got me looking at two different stat blocks now. Intelligence. Got it. I need this one. And you need these two. Oh, there we go. Give me some height. 8? What? Fucking sucks. So that's a fail. A DC 20. One of the guards is totally fine. And the other guard is not. What happens to one of the guards and the Inquisitor? 24 damage or 12
24
on a fail?
damage to anyone who failed, 12 to anyone who succeeded. And if they failed for the next minute, they subtract a d6 from all attack rolls and ability checks, as well as Constitution saving throws to maintain concentration.
Attack
Speaking
roll
of which,
plus
the spellcasters who are concentrating on darkness and fairy fire, Constitution saves, please.
okay, so the darkness disappears. The fairy fire Constitution. Was it 10
It would
plus
be a
the...
DC 10. It'll be a
Shit,
DC.
DC
It's
10.
half the damage, or 10 or half the damage, whichever is higher.
Got it. Okay. So the darkness itself just sort of immediately disappears. You see the Inquisitor is where he is, this guy is where he is, and that guy's flopped over dead.
Very nice.
Very nice. How much?
Nice. High five. It is now.
It is now Vaszerei's turn.
Yes, Vari, if you want to roll initiative, sorry, I should have said this at the top of the turn order, but it's very obvious through the sounds that are coming at the windows that shit's going south.
I was gonna ask if I could hear anything besides music now.
You naturally hear everything that's going given your high perception, and I also know that you have the ability to spider walk anywhere you want at will, so I'm sure you can find your way in quite easily. So roll your initiative, add yourself to the order. Hopefully you don't get higher than a 17. If you do, we'll just give you a free turn right now.
I got higher than
Alright.
Good.
Hold on, I gotta add to it still.
I gotta add numbers. That's the worst
That
part.
would be like 27?
Wow, Carlos!
Wow.
You're not fast as fuck anymore.
Well, she's a monk. What do you expect?
Okay, take your turn, and then we'll jump to Vaszerei. Vaszerei, don't forget that it's your turn.
Yep, is that window?
That window is equal to the door in height. So if you want to just slip or walk over, you can. You just have to go sideways. You don't have to worry about going up.
Go up here and stop there. See
Hell
what
yeah.
the hell's going on.
You look in and you see your friend Arino. They're slinging spells with weapons drawn into the next room.
Okay. Probably won't attack or anything yet. She doesn't know what's happening, really.
Fair enough.
I'd also be pretty surprised to see them there because they kind of just disappeared.
So Vaszerei sees this soldier and this Inquisitor, is that correct?
Yes, the other one is dead. It is actually dead. It's not just hidden. It's a crumpled corpse on the floor.
Vaszerei is going to push into the room.
All right.
And she is going to begin striking at this soldier here, trying to cut them down before she works on the Inquisitor again.
Understood.
2 strikes. Let's see. Does 21 hit? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, 21 hits. Do you do more than 1 hit point of damage?
Oh, maybe I didn't need that second strike then.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
kill it with your first blow. You dash into the room, and you just sideswipe, and you cut its throat open.
I'll use the...
The Golgari
yeah, dude.
gurgles that it crumples against the wall.
Ooh, I wonder if I could change this. Even though I've already rolled the other attack too. Fuck it, I'm gonna have to do this. I can't back out now. In that case, I'm going to move this. Sorry to use the higher roll. Does a 21 still hit for the Inquisitor?
21 hits the Inquisitor. Yeah, we'll accept that roll.
Okay. Uh, 9 damage for first.
Understood.
He's still standing.
Still standing.
Third strike. Oof. Bad roll. 12.
12 does not hit.
Damn. Alright. Yeah, she keeps the pressure on. That's all she's gonna do.
All right. That makes it the Inquisitor's turn. Oh yeah.
And he failed the save, correct?
He failed the save, which means he gets a minus 1d6 to his attack and his ability checks.
Yes.
Which is
And then at the end of his turn, he'll get to make another intelligence save. To end that effect.
understood. He's going to. He's gonna hiss in frustration. He's gonna speak to Vaszerei as he's trying to wield off your blows with a wicked-looking staff. And he says, "Such unjust aggression from a servant of Bahamut! Seems as though you've neglected your pledge of justice. I wonder what your god would say about your careless acts of violence."
Be silent, for I am bringing you to justice.
Oh, there is no justice in
Hell.
murder, little one. This is an unprovoked attack of aggression.
Tell that to all the people down there, those innocent people.
That's about all he's going to say within a 6-second span. He seems to be
She-
focusing all of his efforts on defensing himself.
Yeah, she doesn't
Defensive.
seem interested in really talking to him much. She just is interested in slaying this one. She must stop the Inquisitor.
It is now Vinshenzo's turn. I mean, realistically, with a god of justice, you have absolutely no evidence that he has done anything wrong. You just decide to come in and conduct wanton murder. Just saying.
Okay.
He's done nothing. He's done nothing
He's
in front of
literally
you.
working with the group that slaughtered the other tower and is shooting at civilians.
Well, you can perceive it however
They
you wish.
took over
That's
a
the beauty
building
of
that doesn't
Dungeons and
belong to them.
Dragons.
What evidence is there?
It's the beauty of D&D. You can do whatever you wish. It is Vinshenzo's turn.
Okay. Vinshenzo would like to creep on over. And if you want me to roll stealth, I will. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
I know you're invisible. I will still get you to roll stealth as the enemies are alert and looking for signs of
Roger
shenaniganry.
that. Hiya. Great. I got a 19.
19 for stealth. Got it.
And would it be a free object interact to take a container of liquid and dump it on the ground?
I would consider it a free object interact. I know it's hard to see. There's a door right
I
here.
see that. I would like to dump. I'm gonna take a dump real quick. I just want to get the phrase right.
A dump real quick wasn't the right phrase.
No.
Oh.
I would like to pour the contents of an oil flask out in front of the door.
Okay, I've already stated that's okay to have a free object interact. So
Okay, just remember that. Yeah. What did I say to get here? 30? Shit.
Yeah.
I guess I will move. I'll keep my duplicate over here for the meantime, and I will move 5, 10, 15. Oh no. Oh yeah, I have no. Oh wait. No, I have 10. 5, 10. I'm gonna move there. And I will hide.
Hell yeah, dude.
Hell yeah, indeed. Do you want to keep with your 19? Actually, if you're gonna hide in place, I'll get you to roll
Okay.
another stealth check.
Oh yeah, I can't do much worse than that. Okay, 27.
Jesus. 27. Okay, I got that down. That makes it the guards. The guards in this room are going to roll perception. They're still
Must have been the wind.
4 alive. 1,
I mean,
2, 3, 4.
What else could it be?
they did hear liquid getting poured out, maybe.
Their passive is 12, so they heard a liquid getting poured out for sure.
And maybe they saw it.
Okay, so one of them sees that oil's been poured in front of the door. And he says, one of the guys says to his comrades, "This room has been lost. In here. Retreat to the next chamber." Guys go, yes.
Let's go.
And you go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And now I know that the door is locked. You know that the door is locked. These guys do not.
Roger that.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. He's going to try the door. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. No, we'll just leave him there. 25, 30, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. So they're all like going to the door. This guy tries to jiggle it. He's like, "Oh shit, we can't get out. No, no!" Life sucks for them as he realizes that the door is full of fucking ball bearings. It's Vari's turn. Hell yeah.
I love it.
Oh.
So there's only one left alive in here.
Yeah, there's just the Inquisitor. Actually, before you start your turn, I'm pee really, really quickly. We'll do a 30-second bio break if anybody else also has to pee.
Wash your hands.
You can't tell me what to do. You're not my mom.
Damn, dude.
Okay, I'm done peeing. I washed my hands, but not because you told me to or anything. Baka.
You can finally stop thinking about peeing.
The second you stop thinking about peeing is the second something goes horribly.
Anyways, I forgot. Did the Inquisitor do his intelligence?
He did not, and he will do so right now, because that is kind of critical to the combat. He gets a 8.
Madden.
Fucking another combat where the fucking boss, who's supposed to be difficult, gets hamstringed by Paelias the entire time until he dies. I can't wait till you guys fight a
Counter
Tarask
spell.
or some bullshit.
Counter spell. Mind
Counter
sliver.
spell, restrained, stunned forever, advantage, and then Vaszerei with her
We
stupid
don't
little...
even need to do that. We just need to have Vaszerei flying over it, out of reach, throwing firebolts until it dies.
Vaszerei with her toothpick just stabbing things as Paelias keeps them stun locked. Everything dies. The most unlikely killer combo. It's Vari's turn. If Vari's here and not peeing.
Don't think about my wife peeing. What's wrong with you?
I didn't think about your wife peeing. I was
Oh,
thinking
damn.
about peeing. There's no win scenario for me in this.
Why?
was thinking about
Kardoc?
Vari
Why?
peeing.
Don't blame me.
Anyway,
Chris is the weirdo.
Shit.
How are you moving inside? There are bars, remember.
oh no, there were bars. No one ever mentioned them.
Hell yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
Sunbar is gonna jump back down.
Just
Whee!
rip.
She didn't
bend the
know
bars
because she
open.
wasn't there.
Bend the
Yeah,
bars
but-
with your amazing strength.
They are
my
just
turn.
iron
Or
bars.
if you
Actually,
your
hitters.
jump in
Your-
shadow thing.
So if you can see through the window, you can just use your shadow step thing to teleport inside, since it's dim light inside. I'm pretty sure.
Is it dim
It
light?
is. Yeah, this is a place inhabited by dark elves. They don't
They
like
probably
bright
can't
spaces.
see through to where the enemies are.
You can.
'Cause you
The
just
door's open.
see-
You can see in here.
What would I see there, though? Just
Well, you could see.
I see corpses. I see Paelias standing here.
You would have seen
So they
Paelias
seem
standing
fine.
there, and you would have seen Vaszerei charge into the site.
And you would have also been here while you were standing here. Would have been hearing Vaszerei and the Inquisitor fighting and shit talking each other.
Weren't
You
you
would hear-
restraining it or something, though?
Yeah,
They
you would
seem
hear.
fine.
You would have heard the entire last turn, and you would have seen Vaszerei do her like charge into the thing and stabbing a guy and doing the stuff. She says, "Fuck him anyways. I do my own thing."
Can I hear anything at the door?
With your 23 passive, you can hear the sound of people. Yes, you hear the sound of armored figures running to a door. Maybe it's your door, maybe it's another, but there's a lot of movement.
Yeah, not gonna open that then.
Just open the door. Hey guys, I'm lost.
Oh me, oh my! I surrender.
It's like I keep
Blink and a
hearing
nod.
music. Is there a party in here?
This is
Why
somebody's
wasn't I
birthday.
invited?
What's going on? Dragonborn is just trying to fucking understand what is going on. I love it.
Gonna back away from the door and turn invisible, and that's my turn.
Hell yeah! It's a
Kardoc.
good turn.
Hello? My turn?
It's your turn.
So I'm gonna go feed the rats. I'll be back.
Ah, good luck.
So all these idiots are over here, like, trying to open the door.
Yeah, they're trying to get to the door. They have no. At this point in time, they have no idea what's going on in this room. They just know that they're getting like messed with, and that people have just
kicked
started
off
dying.
systematically.
Yeah. And the worst part is there's no evidence that they've died to crossbow bolts. There's just flashes of light and then somebody topples.
Hell
Flash
yeah.
of the light, somebody topples dead, guy walking on the roof playing music.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's right. While there's something
Yeah.
that's like dancing on the ceiling, playing music upside down.
All right, I'm gonna shoot the next guy.
Kill him.
Yeah, why not?
Kill him, Dave.
I know they have 40 or less HP, so.
That's true. They have 40 or less.
So that is 30 to hit. No, 29 to hit.
29 hits.
Yeah. Okay, he takes 38 damage.
I'm gonna say this for free. Anything over 13 is an insta-kill for the regular soldiers.
I don't think I can get under 13.
I know you can't.
Because I see my minimum
Paelias'
theoretical damage is like. It's counting.
Paelias fail the guy who's passed the test.
9,
Got only
14
12 psychic
minimum.
damage.
Uh-oh.
Oh man.
Bye, night.
What's going on?
Last night,
Bye night.
Did
Peer-to-peer
Knight leave?
fail.
Why did Knight leave?
Knight abandoned us.
Knight hate us? What's going on?
There's a peer-to-peer failure.
Okay.
Why did Knight
Then I'm
leave?
going to bonus action hide and move again to over.
Oh, Steam is DC'd entirely.
Goodbye,
Tuesday.
Steam.
Not.
Knight's playing EVE
Very
Online.
laggy, though.
What?
Oh, that's been sitting in the background all.
But always, I'm not surprised.
Wow.
So that is 30
Even when
self.
playing with friend group G, he's still playing with friend group B.
I'll be honest, I've just left my character online all day. I haven't.
29, you said?
30, I think I said. Yeah.
39?
30. 30.
89.
It doesn't
Yeah,
friggin'
89.
matter after a certain point. You're just unseen.
I guess. Theoretically unseeable.
Where is Carlos? I don't know. Where is he? Asked God.
Shrug. He's around because things are dying, so.
Concealed himself from existence. Okay. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Okay, so Vaszerei,
Yes.
where are they? Here we go. From the door to your right, my left, right here, bursts 4 elite soldiers.
Oh, hi.
They chunk into the room,
Oh, hey, what up?
and having you as their primary target, 2 of them move here. That was 10. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's going to move up here, and he's going to close the stone door. This guy's
Oh
going to move.
no, I'm gonna get arrested,
Here.
Paelias.
And you are going to take. You're going to get a tickle or 2 from their short swords that they have whipped out.
Tickle.
Oh dear.
I see Chill typing. I don't want to get too far ahead in case he says, like, also I still barbs and everybody fucking dies of an aneurysm as a reaction. That small stone door,
God fucking damn.
it's not as heavy as the other one, which tons, but I feel like a floor to ceiling, 6 by 3 by doors are usually like 3 or 4 inches thick of stone. I know. I'll call it like less than 1,000 pounds.
Good.
I won't give you an exact measurement, but it's less than 1,000 pounds. Anyways, so we're gonna take. What's your AC there? I'm just gonna zoop through it.
23.
Oh, just a mere 23. Okay. All right. So we're gonna do. So as one of them comes in, it's gonna be this guy who comes in. He's gonna cast Fairy Fire on Hugh. So I'd like you to make I think it's a dexterity saving throw. Yep, and your
all his
DC
friends
is
have to make a dex save too.
it's a cube.
Yeah.
He's the first one to run in, so he pings Vaszerei as they
19 dex
and it's
save.
totally fine. And then you're going to take 4 short sword attacks from you guys because they did not expend their action. Da-na-na. 23 AC. None of those attacks hit. You're able to fend off their harrying blows.
Yeah, either the armor takes it, she parries, or it hits the shield. Or
One
any
of them.
combination.
They are wearing plate armor and they have shields. FYI.
My god, these guys are cool.
Yes, they're elite warriors of the Golgari. And that is turn of those dudes. This door, Vinshenzo and Carlos are watching it, and it starts to get violently smashed from one side of the room, from like this side of the door. You start to see somebody's hitting it with a heavy object. That is their turn, so that makes it Paelias' turn.
Okay, I will take a step here, and then since I'm still concentrating on telekinesis, I will grab the door and I will move it 30 feet.
Nice. Which direction?
This direction. So 10, 20, 30.
So you basically force push the door into the enemy.
Yes.
Hell yeah. I assume it's not going at like a point.
It doesn't state anything about it doing damage or anything, but
What I was gonna say is
fun.
I don't think it's going at like breakneck speed, so they're able to sort of like shift around it, but now there's a door in the way. So I'll do this. It's gonna push him 5 feet. Vaszerei does not get an opportunity attack because he's being physically replaced by a fucking stone. So.
Damn.
Womp womp.
He literally got pushed out of the way by a massive shield that is a stone door.
Badass.
It's pretty badass. I mean, if anything, it's one less guy to immediately focus on. Is that your turn, Paelias?
no. Is this
Hell
guy
yeah.
still remaining in the doorway?
He like dipped to the side, so we'll say he's that guy. He's like he got pushed, and he chose to move sideways to the left instead of sideways to the right.
I will bonus action Starlight Step over here,
Oh,
and then I will
Nice.
take a step back. Let me just... Alright, I forgot to reset that. That should be at 1. Okay. And that will be my turn.
that is a very productive turn. Now it's Vazerei's turn to be productive.
How's this Inquisitor look?
Very angry.
Varying, I honestly would not be surprised. I can't play. Okay,
On the injury level.
I'm going to do a Eldritch Knight feature.
Ooh.
I am going to use War Magic, and I'm going to cast Bonfire on the Inquisitor's position with advantage. Or he's going to have a disadvantage to Dexterity saving throw, sorry. So he needs to beat a 14 on disadvantage.
For Dex, okay. And he also takes a minus 1d6 to his thing.
No, because it's not a.
Oh, it's an ability check instead of an ability thing. Okay, so he fails his Dex saving throw.
In that case, he takes 3d8 fire damage.
Roll your damage.
Some good numbers. 15 fire.
He's still alive.
And thanks to War Magic, I'm going to main weapon bonus action strike at him again. With one strike.
Understood.
Kind of a shitty roll. Uh, 15.
15 to hit does not hit.
Oh, shit. Okay. There's still a bonfire below him, so that's okay.
That's okay, for sure. Is that your turn?
That was my action and bonus action, so yes.
Hell yeah. Okay, he is going to... It is now his turn. He's going to disengage.
Actually,
Oh,
I might use a free action, if that's okay.
Forgot that this was door open. Sure, you can use a free action at the end of your turn.
Paelias, I'm not against a fireball right now.
Oh.
There you go. So on his turn, he's going to disengage, and he's going to move through his friend, 5, 10,
Did you just use
through the open door,
a free action to speak?
20.
Yes.
Vine boom.
Damn.
Fine boom.
One quote-unquote fireball.
And you can see... Oh. Currently, this chunk of room is in shadow.
Vaszerei knows about fireball.
He bounces out and in. And this chunk of room is in shadow.
Oh, the Inquisitor ran like a bitch.
Some would say that, yeah.
It's a word. Yeah.
Good luck, Vinshenzo.
Is it my turn? I thought I was...
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I said that, and then I realized that I think my mic didn't actually pick up when I said that.
I was waiting.
It's funny because it picks up everything else. It's your turn. Good luck.
That's okay. 1 second. Okay. What are these guys up to?
They're trying to get at the door. They have yet to make it through. Since your last turn, they all moved to the door, realizing that crazy shit's going on and they have no idea what's what's happening. They couldn't figure out where anybody was, and so they chose to get into the next room. Maybe they will their time not dying. Try and get into safety. And so they got to the door, found your crafty ruse, and are now attempting to get through. And at the same time, the other side of the door is beginning to bash it down with something heavy.
Oh. Dang. Is it this guy bashing it down?
No, not the guys on this side. The guys on the other side of the door.
And that guy's
Like the
standing
room-
behind it?
They haven't had a chance to respond to the fact that somebody on the other side is bashing it down
okay.
yet. The person who's bashing it down took their turn before you, and these guys take their turn after you.
Does this door have a lock?
It has a lock, but it has not yet been triggered. There's only oil on.
I'd like to stand beside the oil and peek through the keyhole.
You peek through the keyhole and you see thusly. Inside is a small room with a broken statue. This is a statue to Boros Importante of some sort. It's meant to be a statue of worship. It has been defaced by someone and allowed to fall into ruin. Within, you see... let me see if I can find the Modelo. This one. Okay.
Oh.
And he's got his cadre of dudes, and they are there's two of them watching this door, and then these guys are like urgently discussing with each other.
What is the range of a sack of flour?
Throwing range?
Yeah.
20 same as a knife.
Roger that. Can I throw a sack of flour not as an attack?
If you would like to hit a pinpoint target, then you'll have to roll as though it's a range attack. If you're just trying to yeet it, and you don't actually care about like where it lands, then I would consider that to be like a bonus action.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Sounds fair to me.
Okay, shut up. All right, in that case, I'll attempt to open the door. I pull the handle. Just slightly so, to see if it will give.
Are you attempting to do so stealthily, or are you just
Yes.
testing the latch? I'll get you to roll sleight of hand, but I will tell you now that the door is unlocked.
Sleight of hand, you say?
I say.
That is a 21.
Hang on. You open the door silently, and you test it, and you can tell that
Just
if you
a
were
crack.
to continue,
Just a crack.
just a crack, a barely perceptible crack, you do so without giving away yourself or your position.
Okay. I realize I've probably used my free object interact doing that. I am willing to burn an action to prop a sack of flour on top of the slightly ajar door in such a way that it will tip over when fully open.
Are you trying to do so incognito?
Yeah.
I would like to ask for a stealth roll to do so incognito.
Very well. You will have it. Ah.
Ooh.
Hell yeah.
Wow.
That's a 34 stealth.
Just
Damn. Nobody notices your
not a soul.
devious scheme.
I am going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 to hide by the window. And I'm going to use my bonus action to
Somebody. Oh, yeah, no, that's right. Never mind.
move
You're good.
this
You're
guy 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 40, or 35. And I'm going to have the... Oh, easy there, Ghost Block.
Holy shit.
I'm going to have my double play music as loud and as an illusion is able.
playing your music.
Yeah.
All right. I will consider that to have been Dundito.
And I will end my
which
turn.
You end your turn. Okay. Paelias, you hear the sound of a door opening on your north side, faintly. I just gotta do some math here. Okay, and then this door swings open. And I'm gonna erase this for the sake of it. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's a bunch of dudes. They just busted open the door. They have yet to be able to move in. They're just regular foot soldiers. All smart. This guy, realizing that the door is messed with and has tried to get rid of it, he says, "Ah, it's no good!" He and his buddies are going to try and move to the next one. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. What luck for them. He fails, well, he notices the oil, he reaches over, he opens the door, and a sack of flour falls down on his face.
Hell yeah.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Hell yeah. Now there's utter pandemonium. You know what?
It is pretty funny, though.
It is pretty funny. There's 3 flour-covered soldiers, and this guy keeps his wits about him, and he's going to go into here. And I think the slippery oil is a difficult terrain test. Or is it dangerous? No, I think it's difficult
Hold
terrain,
on.
which makes it like double the movement.
Hold on.
Yeah, feel free to correct me. I'm happy to know.
You can use the oil flask on level ground to cover a 5-foot square area within 5 feet of yourself. If lit, the oil burns until the end of whatever. Any creature that enters the area and ends its turn. What? It doesn't slip you? Wow.
I'm going to treat it as difficult terrain because it's slippy. Which means he burns
That's
10 feet of movement going through that
insane
5-foot
to me.
square. Well, now it's not only slippery, but it's like floury slippery too. So,
Damn. It was
anyways,
the perfect
he moves through to the
plan.
other side.
Carlos, it was the perfect plan.
It's a good plan.
Perfect
If only
plan.
there was a firebolt. So he moves in. The other 2 are just like covered in flour, coughing and choking, and fail to do anything useful for the rest of their turn. That makes it Vari's turn. I'm aware of the time.
Me too. I'm getting
They're
older.
fine, so Vari's still gonna wait out here and watch the door.
Still watching the door. So far, nothing is open to that door. And if you would like to spend your turn watching the door, that is totally cool.
There is a door, alright.
The door is pretty door-like. Solid, like stone, but movable, like a door.
Amazing.
Indeed.
That makes it Carlos's turn.
Hello, that is me, Carlos.
Hello, hey Carlos. Juan.
Alright, let's review. Here I am. Are these guys trying to, like, run from the room now?
They tried one door, it didn't work. They've tried another door. They opened it successfully, and then they got flowered. And two of them are like coughing their lungs out, and one of them ran through the cloud of
Outstanding.
flour.
Alright, so I'm gonna shoot this guy.
Okay.
The spirits are angry. So that is a 17 to hit.
17 hits.
Hell yeah, he dies. Look, do you want me to roll? Because, I mean,
Yeah.
are you
You
just
need to roll the
morbidly
hit.
curious how dead he is?
You need to roll to hit at minimum.
I did. I said 17. You already said it hit.
I know, you're good. I'm fine.
What
You're
is
happy.
And I said he
going
died,
on?
and then you laughed.
I laughed because it's funny.
Anyway, if you're curious, he takes 37 damage.
I was, but I'm glad that you told me either way.
I'm curious what makes you so curious. Remember that.
At least
Morbid curiosity. So I'm gonna move here and bonus action hide.
Hell yeah.
Not great.
Oh, no.
Only 14 this time. Actually, it's a skill check, so it defaults to 21. So never mind. 21.
Yeah.
21.
Anyway,
21. Blackjack.
would that be the end of your turn?
E.
Okay. On the Golgari Elite's turn, there is going to be a cone of darkness cast centered on this stone door, which means that Vaszerei, you are swallowed in magical darkness. This guy, so these three are no longer visible. I'm just going to do that. This guy runs into the darkness. And then nobody can see what happens in this room because nothing's visible in the room. It is now Paelias' turn.
Well, all right then. Well, she asked for it, so I guess I'm delivering.
Stand and deliver.
Stand and deliver.
Remember that. Come on, kitty, get out from there. You're not
Or
supposed
band was
to.
better than Bannerlord.
Ah,
Kitty, no!
was. It was.
Do I need to roll a deck save, Paelias?
It was.
You will, yes. I just need to check how many dice I will be rolling with upcast.
All right.
It will cast. Actually, let me just double check.
Yeah.
Alright, I will cast a 6th level fireball dealing force damage into the middle of that darkness.
All right.
Is what rounded down?
Yeah.
Damage. Yeah.
DC 20 deck save.
All right, Vaszerei, roll your deck save.
I'm fine. I take the lower damage.
Hell yeah.
That's a 22 deck save.
For
19.
what or for whom?
Means I take 19 force.
Oh. Okay. I've done
Here,
all of
but-
the relevant calculations on my end. Oh, good luck. It's Paelias' turn currently, and then Vaszerei next.
Shit, I forgot to roll my concentration saving throw. Because
Well,
I have bonfire.
you should probably roll that now for sure.
Fucking. Oh, wait. Oh, hang on. Maybe it might be okay.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
I'm fine. I maintain the spell.
You maintain the spell. Okay, not that you can see it or anything,
Not that I can see it, yeah.
but you just have faith that the bonfire is there.
I do have faith.
She has faith.
But does faith have her?
Ooh.
Oh.
Oh.
Alright,
A wondrous question.
That makes it Vaserei's turn.
It is Vazerei's turn. Go get him, Vaszerei. You take them out. You kicked her butts.
So Vaszerei has no idea where she is at right now.
Well, I mean,
But I'm going to assume that they're going through this door.
that is an assumption that can be made.
So she is going to go ahead and attempt to walk through this door. Get out of this
Roll
dark.
to attempt the walkthrough.
I don't think I do.
No, you don't. There's no roll for that.
I get into this room.
You get into that room. Given that it was cast on the door, that's 5, 10, 15, so you're still in the dark.
Roger
Walk a
that.
little
You're
bit
out of the
further.
darkness.
Right there? Okay.
Let me just do some math here, because I didn't want to move these guys. Dan. Okay, so there are... These guys are all here. And Inquisitor's over here. And there's a guy over here, and he's got a banner pole, and he's trying to bash the door down. Oh no, sorry, it was his turn. He's over here.
What the?
And this door is open. It has been opened by someone.
Seeing all these elites are here,
Which door is open?
to include the
Sorry.
Inquisitor.
Oh, okay.
FYI, Vin, this happened post your turn, so post your observation.
Understood.
Last you saw, it had been closed.
seeing the large cluster of enemies here, Vaszerei is going to cast Fireball. Centered on this one, hitting all of them.
As you do that, it is dispelled.
Oh, shit.
Heck. Vaszerei, why you know counterspell? I don't know if you even can.
I can learn it, it's just I didn't pick it up.
Counterspell your counterspell.
I should have counterspelled the counterspell.
Rookie mistake, really.
It consumes the spell slot too.
For
Okay.
a firebolt, you're gonna burn a freaking counter. Alright.
You said
No.
fireball.
Fireball. Fireball. I was going to
would
hit
not have-
all of them.
Still
Would not have
worth-
counterspelled a firebolt.
Yeah, it wasn't entirely
Pretty funny
worth
to
it. No.
think about it.
I'm sure the one who dispelled it thought it was for reasons that numbers can provide. Is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
I was tempted to be a real asshole and attempt to recast it, but I want to reserve.
Entirely up to you.
I want to reserve my resources, so
Okay.
just going to the tiny kobold menacingly walking towards them.
Menacingly, the tiny kobold towards them. Got it. Is that your turn?
That is Vazerei's turn, yeah.
Okay. The Inquisitor, cackling as he drifts down the stairs, says,
Oh, you motherfucker!
I'll meet you again soon, apostate! And he disappears down the stairs.
He fucking villain got out of it. God damn it! Well, fuck. Now I love
What
you as a
the-
character.
It is now Vinshenzo's turn. I think it's apostate. Now I have to check because I don't.
Apostate.
Yes!
Sorry, waiting outside.
He's labeled you as an apostate. Okay, I used it the right way. I know English. Anyways, it's Vinshenzo's turn.
Just a moment.
Oh.
Why does that guy have to be standing there? You can't use movement as a reaction, right?
You can use reactions as a reaction, but I don't think movement counts.
No, I mean you can't like
Technically.
prepare movement.
No, the only way you move as a reaction is through that ability you have, and I think there's a paladin thing that lets you do that too.
Hell yeah. Oh, like Vengeful Pursuit or whatever. Hell yeah, I've used that. Remember that?
Something like
It's like Relentless Pursuit or something. I don't know. There's not a whole lot I can do while maintaining my invisibility here. I guess I will go 5, 10, 15, 20, 20, yeah. 5, 30, 35, 40, 40. I'm going to dash. 45, 50, 55. Is this door open yet?
That door here has not been opened.
Is it still in the throes of being bashed down?
Somebody has been poking at it with something, but is still full of ball bearings.
Hell yeah.
Good luck, buddy.
I could do it, but I need a spell, and if I cast a spell, I'm no longer invisible. I guess I don't need to be invisible anymore. I assume
Your lack of invisibility
as-
also creates a lack of body double, correct?
Yes, the spell ends when both the invisibility and the body double end when I cast a spell or attack.
Just so that I understand.
When I passed by this door, did I catch a glimpse of Vaszerei?
When you passed by this door,
Yes.
you would have caught a glimpse of Vaszerei.
Roger that. Okay. Well, I hope there's no enemy on the other side of this door. I'm going to cast Knock on the door.
Gotcha. You knock loudly at the door, and I'm using this word correctly, but a half dozen ball bearings ejaculate from the lock, and the door swings open.
Is there an enemy on the other side of the door?
There is no longer an enemy on the side of the door, and I say that is because his turn ended before yours did. And
Hell
he
yeah.
had ran over here.
Sometimes it
And you are
pays to
faced-
be slow, baby.
You are faced with the scene that you see before you.
Roger that. Oh, this guy's gone. Let's see here. I am aware of the time.
Thank you for being aware of the time.
You're closer to the bottom of the turn order than everyone else.
Hell yeah. Let's just see a moment. Just a moment.
Just a moment.
Waiting.
I am aware of the time. And you still haven't found your timepiece from the first session, Carlos.
It was lost. They stole it from me.
The conniptions that were involved with having to suddenly realize people could have watches if I didn't explain correctly was painful.
Okay. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose a number of creatures who can see and who can see within 60 feet. Alright. I can only see Vaszerei, but I'm going to use Mantle of Inspiration. Up to a number, each of them gain 5 temporary hit points. And when it receives these hit points, it can use its reaction to move up to its speed without provoking opportunity attacks. On Vaszerei.
Ooh, understood. Given that we are aware of the time, I really fucking hope we write that
And I
down
will
somewhere
end
because I
my
feel like
turn.
Wait, throw that at me again, Vin. Sorry.
You have +5 bonus hit points, and you can immediately, right now, without provoking opportunity attacks, move up to your speed.
This is Mantle of Inspiration.
Yes.
I believe that temporary hit point base is higher, isn't it?
Oh, right. Yeah. Thank you for knowing my character better than me.
please
There
do
we
that
go
immediately
again.
right now
This
before
keeps happening. This is why I asked.
Increase 14 hit points. Or no.
Hell yeah.
Are we level 15 or 14?
I'm 14, you're 15, I want to say.
Okay.
That's correct.
Then you get 14 hit points, bonus hit points. Write it down somewhere
Oh, yeah.
because we're all aware of the time.
Recorded. And I can move up to my movement right now.
Without provoking opportunity attacks.
I move right into this group.
God damn
That
it.
sure does not provoke any opportunity attacks.
I can't allow these evildoers to escape.
You gotta leave at least one alive so he can tell the story.
He's right, actually. After that freaking like cartoon villain exit, he's kind of right. We do kind of need to capture somebody now. We kind of do.
Kinda do. Okay. I'm gonna end it. Is that the end of your turn there, Vin?
Oh, do I have a free object interact as well?
Yes.
I
Always.
would like to drop 993 ball bearings on the ground
Oh my
in
god.
front of
Vin
me.
Vin lost his marbles, as some would say.
Oh wait, but the other 6 are right here, so hell yeah.
All 1,000.
Yeah,
No,
throws
it's-
those on the ground
It's
too.
999. I used one before at some point.
At some
Oh.
point, keeps track of them. I love it.
I track it.
He tracks in ball bearings, everyone.
Always
Man's a
tracking them
freaking
balls.
god.
Hell yeah. Okay, so the next turn, 8 Drow storm the room.
The bonfire is still active.
Yeah, they're smart enough to ignore the bright burning bonfire in the
That
dark
they
room.
can't see because the darkness is covering it.
Ah, that's a good point.
They're not
But they can
smart.
see you. And they're gonna storm the only enemy that they see. Not being in the magical darkness, because they have dark vision. They
AC
can see
19.
AC
Dark
19.
vision does not counter magical darkness.
No, what I was gonna say is they can probably see like the pitch black orb that is the magical darkness, right?
Yes.
They're not so.
I mean,
They're not like. They're not oblivious to the fact that it exists. I say as this guy's in the limits of 5, 10, 15, so they can only really, well, they're going to do that anyways. Dude with the darkness is gone. Darkness concentration, whatever. Anyways, they do that, so you get 3 attacks done against you. That's the end of the thing. Your AC is
roll your
19, you say.
yes. Roll your attacks, and we'll see
Exactly.
if you need to cast shield.
3 attacks from 3 men's. Here we go. Good luck, Golgari. I have a +4, so that's an 18, a 16, and a 14. They all miss you in
No.
their eagerness to serve whatever they are serving. And that do be the turn for them. The flower coughed dudes come and join their masters. And we're going to leave that there. Hell yeah.
Hell
Very
yeah,
excited
dude.
to see how you guys kill this Inquisitor and finish clearing the keep. That is it for L session. Save right now. Save. Today is the 30th of June. 2. Happy Canada Day in 2 hours. Not that anybody else aside me from is Canadian.
Happy Canada
But
Day.
Happy Canada Day. Okay, there we go. So we'll meet
Happy
up.
America's Hat Day.
Happy United
America.
States Day in 2 hours and 3 days.
74 hours.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. All right, my friends. We will we'll see how many sessions this combat takes to conclude, I guess. That was a very interesting, unorthodox, but entirely like to character breaching of this garrison. Appreciate the hell out of it.
Really not surprised. This is very on brand for
This
Vinshenzo.
rocks.
I'm pleasantly
It has
surprised.
been
I'm
so
gonna,
long.
since you've done something very interesting like that, sure.
I hope Vin approves of Carlos's actions.
I approve.
Hell yeah.
I vote
Good night,
for
everyone.
Carlos.
Good night, night.
Good night.
Oh,